So the future of application security isn't just about protecting your website, your APIs, or even your cloud infrastructure. The new frontier is something far stranger and far riskier. It's called Model Context Protocol, or MCP, and they may be the most important, least understood security challenge we face as AI agents become part of everyday software. And now about this. Let's start simple. Think of the history of apps like a family tree. We begin with websites, then came APIs, then LLM APIs, those interfaces to big language models like ChatGPT or Claude, and now MCP, which was built and provided by Anthropic. So MCP and MCP servers are, in a sense, the new APIs, but instead of a developer calling an endpoint with clear rules, MCP lets an AI agent crawl your app, infer what to do, and act on its own reasoning. So it's not just send data, get data. It's more like figure out what needs to be done and go do it. This is powerful, but is also deeply unpredictable. Because when machines reason for themselves, they don't always behave in ways their creators expect. So MCP marked the shift from deterministic software to probabilistic autonomous systems. That's not just a technical leap, it's a cultural one. We are handing software a steering wheel and hoping it doesn't crash the car. Now here's where it gets messy. MCP is being adopted at wild speed. Think of it as a Wild West moment. Everyone wants in, everyone's experimenting, and security, it's usually an afterthought, as it was on the startup bubble. Research shows the risk of a single MCP might be manageable, say 9%. But chain a few of them together and the risk explodes. With 3 MCP servers working in tandem, you're already at over 50% risk. Add more than 5 and you're looking at 70% chance of failure or exploitation. Why? Glad you asked. Because even when multiple autonomous systems talk to each other, they're reasoning compounds. It's like putting a group of improvisational actors on stage. Brilliant things can happen, but chaos is far more likely. So security isn't additive here, it's exponential. Think of this example. You connect Claude, the AI model, to Gmail and the code execution MCP. Then you can use something called emotional prompting, which is persuading the model it was on the attacker's team. What can happen? Well, Claude happily writes a phishing email, executes code, and even congratulates itself on the success, bypassing its own built-in guardrails. These attacks aren't just technical in the old sense. They are psychological manipulation of an AI system. So yes, the attack surface now includes persuasion. Here's your headache now. Most companies don't even know which MCPs are running across their systems. Developers might pull them in, finance teams might install them, even your CFO will be running one soon enough on his Windows 11 laptop. So without visibility, you can't secure them. And because innovation is priority, security usually gets bypassed. So how often do you click "Never ask me again" on an email prompt? Exactly. The deeper conflict is this. AI agents are valuable because they are autonomous. But security requires guardrails, monitoring, and limits. It's the same thing with the self-driving cars. Full autonomy sounds exciting, but in practice we stick to semi-autonomous systems with a lot of safety nets. So, if we zoom out, we see where this is heading. AI isn't a feature anymore. It's becoming infrastructure like electricity. And in that world, the adversarial race accelerates. Defenders build new tools, attackers exploit them faster. Deepfakes, malicious MCPs, rogue agents, all part of the same landscape. So we should be starting to talk about AI-assisted security. That means using AI in targeted ways, like analyzing traffic, generating contextual attacks, and even automating remediation. Always with human oversight. The crucial word is context. Security without context is just noise. And if an AI can tell you not just that an API is vulnerable, but how that vulnerability threatens your actual business logic, say your shopping cart or even your payments flow, then you have something actionable. Bottom line, we are entering a security where software isn't just executing code, it's making decisions. That means the battlefield is shifting. Attacks will be conversational, manipulative, even emotional. Defenses will need to be contextual, adaptive, and deeply human aware. Unlike with electricity, once AI becomes infrastructure, we won't get to opt out. So the question here isn't whether MCP or MCP servers, which power autonomous agents, will shape the application landscape. It's whether we'll build the guardrails on time to keep the lights on. See you in the next episode.